The park is closing soon, and we have time for one more ride, Mia. Let's go on one of the roller coasters.
Which one?
I want to go on the one with the biggest drop.
We can help Nico and Mia figure out which ride to choose by looking inside the angles created by the roller coaster rides. Angles in shapes. All geometric shapes have angles based on their number of sides. A triangle is made up of 3 angles, and when we add up their measurements, it will always equal 180 degrees. Quadrilaterals have 4 angles, and they will always total 360 degrees. When we look at the outlines of the roller coaster rides, we can see that they make geometric shapes. We can use what we know about angle measurements in shapes to find the measurement of the missing angle at the top of each ride. Let's look at the obtuse oblivion. What do you observe about the shape of this ride? The ride is shaped like an obtuse triangle. One angle measures 40 degrees, and the other measures 30 degrees. Let's think about what we know. We know the measure of 2 angles, and the total triangle will measure 180 degrees. First, solve this by adding the known angles, then subtracting the sum from 180. 40 plus 30 equals 70. 180 minus 70 equals 110. The missing angle measures 110 degrees. Next, we'll check out the right wrecker. This one looks intense. What do you notice about the shapes and angles created by this ride? The shape is a quadrilateral, which means there are 4 angles, and they measure 360 degrees in total. We are given the angle measurements for 3 of the angles. We have 110 degrees and 30. Even though there isn't a number here, from the box we know this one is a right angle. What is the measurement of a right angle? It's 90 degrees. To solve for this missing angle, add the known angles and subtract the sum from 360. First, we'll add 110 and 90 and 30. What is the sum of these angles? The sum of these angles are 230 degrees. Now, subtract the sum from 360. What is the measure of the missing angle? 130 degrees. One more ride to consider, the acute avalanche. This coaster is made up of 2 shapes. Let's split them apart and solve for the missing angles in each. What is the first shape? This is a parallelogram, which is a type of quadrilateral. We can solve for the missing angle using what we know about parallelograms. A parallelogram has 2 sets of opposite angles of equal measure. If this angle is 120 degrees, then this angle is also 120 degrees. If this angle is 60 degrees, what is the measurement of this one? The opposite angle would also be 60 degrees. To check our answer, add 120, 60, 120, and 60. These angles total 360 degrees. Let's look at the equilateral triangle. What do you notice about the angles? We aren't given any of the measurements, but we see they are all the same size. Since a triangle always has a total of 180 degrees, we can use that to figure out the measurements of the angles. What number can we add 3 times to equal 180 degrees? 60. 60 plus 60 plus 60 equals 180. Remember, geometric shapes have angles that have set totals. We can solve for missing inside angle measurements in a couple of ways. One way is to find the sum of angles given and subtract that number from total degrees in the shape. Or use what you know about shapes' angles to find the missing degrees.
I think Acute Avalanche looks like it has the best drop. Let's go!
Nico, are we there yet?
Yes, we are at the top. Hang on!
Whoa!